Welcome to the Fluff, everybody. Oh, God! I've been configuring shit. Everything's been whack, I tell you. Everything's been whack. But we're back for another episode of Death Parado. Episode 8, which I have been looking forward to because this is the only episode I've been spoiled by. That episode 8 is going to be a pool episode, like the billiard, man. Which is the same game that we got to see them play in the OVA, and we also got to see that in the flashback of episode 7 that they played that with Quinn. So I'm very excited to see how this will differ towards the OVA, because in my head, this is how I imagine it. All right. Also, am I in focus or not? Well, the lighting is kind of not helping out, but it should be fine for now. In my head, the OVA and then the anime starting out of it is very similar to how like Saw was. Saw was actually a short movie before, and then that became so successful they made a feature film, and that became so successful they made a whole fucking franchise that doesn't die. Just like Jigsaw, he doesn't die, except he does. But you know, technically his spirit lives on. So this is the moment for me where I was like, this is like the moment in Saw where you see like how the short movie becomes a feature film. This episode for me is now how the OVA became a actual show. And without further ado, let me just move over here so that it's actually daytime outside, which it makes the lighting even more difficult. But let's get started. Let's go check it that everything works. Why is this over the... Okay, here we go. It works. It records. All right. Do we have subtitles? Say what? Oh, oh, I'm in the eye, bro. Help me! Release me! There it is. Okay. More guests. Okay, but it's weird this time. Hey, Deckim, what did you learn last time? What did you learn, Deckim? Remember now. Remember your lesson. If there's something odd, cancel the game. Oh, is he... So he's saying... Wait. Hold on. Very well. I saw that. The subtitles just... There it is. Okay. Hold on now. You're saying the subject has committed murder, but I'm not trained in that. Didn't technically the first couple that we saw technically commit? No, it's a car crash. It's a car crash. I assume that doesn't count because it's not like he was like, I'm gonna drive us both off the cliff. No, he was distracted, and then that committed murder. So like, if you look back at all the moments, everybody that were involved got killed over in an accident. And from what we saw, none of them committed the act of killing. Okay, that's fair. But, yeah, that's interesting. So, a murderer being judged is like a special case, because that's how episode 7 ended, that they're special, they're meant for special arbiters. So clearly this is some sort of test. Definitely a lie. Does Miss Unknown feel the same way? Does she feel like, some bullshit? I smell it. Oh, so this is going to be actually really intense. So now for us, we don't know who the murderer is yet. And again... Oh, which one is the murderer, yeah? Oh, he's not going to answer that? Oh boy. So that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be us trying to find out who the murderer is. And again, the pool game in the OVA was so high intensity, but that was like two dudes that were, well, one was a military vet if I recall correctly. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a good time. So now from this screen here, we have seen all the characters at least once or twice. Ginty and Deckim and Miss Unknown, of course, multiple times. So I don't think we're gonna get that many more moments of meeting new characters. There's probably gonna be one or two more. Yeah, no, we have met everybody here. Okay, so I think we have met Mario as well. Ginty, yes. I think the thing that's it. Yeah, we met all the characters. Cool. So I was right. We're not gonna have any more interaction with new characters then. I wonder what Ginty's like arc will be, because Mario is still around, and also do we get to know more about the all the other side characters throughout the last few episodes? What else? Oh yeah, I was about to like say like do the Arbiters and the Tower Watch does not have different set of clothing, because all we see is like the same thing, even though Nona is seen wearing a dress in the opening. I guess as Arbiter you don't really care about that. Okay, here we go. Right now, I'm telling you right now from what I can assume, and this is usually how it goes, but you know how anime is, sometimes you can assume correctly with all the knowledge of anime. I'm assuming he's the murderer, and then trying to do the whole thing of the other guy looking a lot more evil to be the murderer type. But I assume he is. But I also think because Death Parade is such a deep dive into character psyche and all that stuff, I also assume maybe the murder was not intentional, maybe. But we don't know. We haven't really gotten a sadistic character yet. Everybody here has been pretty much like an understandable character. And also, that's another fascinating thing is, since the memories are like very fuzzy, they might not even remember the murderer's intention that they had. So they don't know that they themselves were a murderer at first, unless they were a murderer for a long time. Also, he has a bag with him? I just now realized he has a bag with him, which is an interesting addition. So he has a knife. Because like, why? Like everybody else, I don't think had any items with them. Why is he the one who gets to have a knife with him? Oh, okay, he's a detective. Hard-boiled. Yeah, normally it would be if it wasn't, you know, the underworld. Well, no, really, not really the underworld, like a limbo. Would you consider this a limbo? Because it is before, it is before they get judged and sent somewhere. Limbo is like an in-between world, but I wouldn't consider this a limbo. Yeah, typical planting the seed in their mind. It is kind of evil to be showing that image and be like, I wouldn't recommend that, because all you can think of is like, oh, you're gonna kill me then. This is exactly what's gonna happen to me. But then he's like, I can't answer that. Well, what else would that imply? Well, you're gonna give me a mannequin as a gift? I wonder if the detective was able to tell, like, those are not real, actual people. So he is definitely, must be like a pro-detective then. I wonder if he's going like, because you already saw that he was grasping that bag. So I wonder if he's going to put one and one together and realize that Shimada, thank you for telling your name, is having a secret. Now, and because a lot of the characters that got like put together have something in common or have some connection in a way or another, I wonder if they actually met. And maybe there's a little thing where Shimada was the one who maybe Shimada like caused death to the detective, and the detective like self-defense. That would be a bit too simple, but it is possible. Yeah, he's basically saying like we will find out how you guys done this. So it should be the pool. I wonder why Nona decided to have Shavuot's. Oh no, it's air hockey. Never mind. It's the pool, and then I misremember. Because when I looked up what episode this is supposed to be, it was like when I watched the OVA, and I know that it said in the wiki that the OVA then became an actual episode, but I misremembered the episode number then. I do know there is a pool game here. By the way, I love air hockey. I don't know why, something about it. It's such a simple game, but it's just like so fun to see it like bounce around, the puck bouncing around, the way like the what is it even called? What's the thing even called? Yeah, okay. They really love having your organs involved in this, don't they? I mean, to be fair, that adds more fear. It adds more fear, and although this can go on for a long time. This can go on for a while. Death Rally. Okay. That's the thing I realized also while editing my episodes. I never really pay attention to the title names until like the halfway point. I'm loving this. Because this is another like one of these episodes that is very tense and the suspense is high. 2 points. Well, it looks like the organ thing is not really adding anything yet. Okay, so you have a little sister that you want to protect. Okay, okay. So, okay, so probably like 22. Okay. I was like, wow, okay. That was a pure guess. But what I wanted to say, that was very lovely, like him just remembering his sister. But again, I'm just worried where this is going to go, right? And it looks like he was extremely busy. I have a feeling something happened to his sister though. Right out of high school, so probably like 16, 17. So 5 years of just working. What are you feeling? Oh yeah, of course. Yeah, you snapped it, you broke it. Really good. I mean, yeah, we saw that with the woman, right, in the arcade. She got really enraged. I think I know what's, yeah, like that adds to my belief that the murder that happened could potentially be an accidental or a murder that was not intended, which is that's the same thing. It's an accidental murder. Yeah, because she's saying like you're not judging legitimately, like she always was about like, you know, there's deeper meanings behind somebody's actions, right? And even if you have a murderer in here right now, we don't know the full story. We don't know how they felt at that moment. So let's see how that goes. 3-3. They've been going on for a while, huh? A little cigarette break, the knife. Do you want to tell him?
時間とか体力じゃない。捜査一課で扱う事件の多くは感情の底に触れることになる。
Yeah. That actually makes sense.
理不尽な殺人によって奪われた被害者、遺族の苦しみ、悲しみ。
It's very interesting because a detective has to deal with a lot of emotional people as well. If you think about it, they have to like read emotions, handle emotions. Next to a judge, they are probably like the best when it comes to like comprehending emotions, right? Judge, detective, and therapist, most likely. I would say, yeah. Well, the judge is not supposed to like look into emotions that much. It is an argument point, but it's not. That's not evidence. That's not a fact. It does help sway a little bit, but it's not like a full on how to say this, a strong argument point. You cannot be like, you can say yeah you regretted it, but like that's not gonna make the judge go like, well, you're good, you said it. But what I'm saying is like a detective and a therapist probably have like the biggest understanding of like trying to deep dive into another person's emotion, and so he's like in a situation where he kind of like is stumped because like this whole situation is out of this world. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. To be fair, he's not a human, is he? It's very interesting because he's now with law enforcement, so... I think he's, of course, he's human. Yeah, even if you try to break free. Oh, no memory. Little sister. So this must be when she started high school, huh? How did your life turn around? It looked like it was, you were actually like going really well, even in your circumstances. Okay, now he's putting some force into it. Oh, what do you remember? I'm actually... Oh, it's dark. What happened here? Oh, shit. Is that his wife? Oh, that's fucked. Yeah, that must be a giant shock. Remembering that your wife is dead? You have to be there like, hold on a minute. How the fuck did I forget this? This is not possible. This should not be possible. It is slower, yeah. Very quiet, deep, that's possible? Yeah, absolutely not. I think it's like random. You can do that? That would actually follow the plan with Nona, because Nona wants human emotion in Arbiter. So what if a human becomes an Arbiter? That is like interesting. So maybe, who knows? Okay. Also, I should not realize he has a cigarette. So Shimada gets to have the knife with him, and Tatsumi has a pack of cigarettes. It's your birthday. No smoking. I don't want all that smoke coming onto your present. Oh, it's new shoes. What a lovely wife. And then she gets fucking murdered. Oh, I feel so sad. But my question is now, did Shimada do it, or is this just a coincidence that he happens to have a knife? Oh, he is ruthless. He's relentless now. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, actually, maybe because maybe it's a bit, it's a little darker, but at first I thought it was like a little bit more run down. It's definitely not the best looking location to live in, but it's a home, you know. What happened to her? What the fuck? Who did this? Oh, we have two very angry guys now. Somebody who killed the wife and somebody who hurt his sister. Both of them have moments of like, how dare I forget that? To a linked format, what? Oh, that would freak me the fuck out, hell no. What's going on? How much time do I have left? Oh, is this gonna be the first episode that actually has 2 episodes? Makes sense, there's a lot happening here. Every time someone's... Oh, we're back to this! Oh, we're back to this shit! We haven't had that in a while, and I was wondering why. It's been since the Dodge game. So they are not related. Wait, does he remember? One episode. This is so cool. So again, I was wrong that they, happened to be interlinked, as in like maybe they were hunting each other. Because the moment we saw the wife and the sister, I was like, there's no reason why they would ever have a connection with each other. But one of them got the mission done. Most likely Shimada, because of the bloody knife that he has with him. But I can imagine the poor sister. Wow. Especially because this episode did so well, because we saw how she was, right? We saw her when she cries and he's trying to comfort her. Because he's the only one she has, family member-wise. The parents were both gone. And so we see that he's very protective. And he even says, I will always protect you. I'll always be there for you. Then we see her as a high schooler being ready to like, I'm going to do my best. And like you can tell he's proud of her. He's happy for her. Anything... Oh. Keep that in mind. Okay, here we go. Oh. That's a lot. That must be a lot. That's an interesting twist.
殺人の記憶
That not only is that an interesting twist, but it's a very interesting point. Declan doesn't feel anything whenever like he gets those memories. It's just facts for him. But she does. She understands like this is the mind of a killer. She's now flooded with like the perspective and mindset of a killer. She's not gonna change into one, I hope. But she understands. She is now taking trying to get the emotional part sorted out. But yeah, back to the sister thing, right? As I said, very protective. We saw her happy, but now we see her not only crying, brutally hurt. Potentially, a lot more happened to her that the show will not. Maybe the show will say, but we can make the assumption a lot more has happened to her. Sadly, very sadly, and yeah, no, I understand fully that Shimada was like, the police didn't do anything, and he's just roaming around freely. He even like, so he wasn't even aware that the stalker existed. Probably the sister even told him, but for one reason or another, he couldn't really do much about it. And it looks like that's an interesting twist now at the end. That looks like both of them actually got the job done, but they both are dead, meaning that something happened that led them to get a job done and then die right afterwards. And it's, you can see these are two people who loved the women in their life very, very much. His wife, his sister, they loved them so much that they would do anything for them. And yeah, they both went down the route of revenge. What an interesting, and it's so cool that we get 2 episodes, because at the end, you know, I think this certain situation definitely deserves a deeper dive. I would almost argue that episode 4 with the mom and the son who were traumatized by the family would also deserve a deeper dive into, but I think at the same time they did a good job of compacting into one episode. This, yeah, makes sense that they are going to make it longer. And it looks like Nona had this whole plan that Miss Unknown wants to get the memories in her head. Because remember, she did say in episode 7, or episode 6 or episode 7, one of the ones, I think it was episode 7, were like how to put human emotion to an arbiter. So I think that this was all a part of the plan, and I'm really fascinated with how episode 9 is going to go, how the judgment's going to go, because I feel like from Deckham's point of view, well, you both killed somebody. That, again, we don't really fully know how like the judging fully works, that we can guess the moment somebody does something that's regretful or bad, they should go to the void, and if somebody's actually a good person, go to the reincarnation. I keep saying reincarnation. But so I feel like from Declan's point of view, it's gonna be like you both killed somebody, void. But then we have Miss Unknown, who's gonna probably say, no, they both seen the person that they loved getting hurt. It's an emotional response to want to hurt that person back. It is a human response. There's a lot of other ways to respond to it. You can forgive them, but then give justice to them, which, well, not forgive, but you can catch them and bring justice, you know? Because there's a lot of like cases in court, right? When like a murderer, like the family member of a murder victim, looks at the murderer, it's like, I will not wish you harm, I will not wish you death, but I hope you sit in that cell and really think about what you've done, and I hope that you will repent and learn to regret and have remorse, right? That there are cases like that, and that's a complicated part about human emotions and psyche and our souls and brains, is that like the same cases, whoever you can have like the same case 5 times. This happens exactly the same way, but depending on who did the case and who was in the case, the outcome emotionally can vary so much. Alright, I need to start preparing myself for streaming. I want to talk more about this, but I think episode 9 we're going to talk more about this, because we're going to keep on going into this whole case. And other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys all enjoyed. The Afro is with you, and wish you all a good morning, afternoon, evening, and a good night. Ciao.